y'all? This is MGTV Reactions, and today we're going to be reacting on Olivia. Okay, she got on live. I believe this was yesterday, and was explaining what went wrong with her whole custody exchange. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. Okay. I hope all of you are having a lovely, lovely morning. Good morning to everybody that is coming into the chat. But before we get started, I'm going to ask everyone to please hit the like button when you come in, okay? Comment your thoughts down in the chat because you know I love to hear everything that you all have to say. And also hit the subscribe button too if you have not done so already, okay? So real quick, I just want to say hello to Deanne. Hey, good morning. And hey, Baji, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and share my screen real quick. We're going to jump right in. So this live stream that Olivia did is 4 hours and 31 minutes and 32 seconds. More than likely, we're not going to get through the entire thing. I do have a couple timestamps that I'm going to stick to. We're just going to try to move it along to get through as much as we possibly can. So I'm going to start it right here because she's talking about the car situation. Grand Rising, good morning. And hello to everybody, okay? Let's go ahead and get into it.
I have to get that fixed too. I have to get that fixed and I have to get new tints in my car. I'm just I'm gonna pimp my ride out, okay? I saw this TikTok and the girl, she was like in a beater. And she was like, this is the car I drive and I still got bitches mad. And then her thing went viral. And the girls in the comments were like, girl, I drive an 08 and I got a pocket full of money. I drive an 06. And I'm just like, girl, that's right. Honey. Shit, I'm driving I drive an 07 and bitches are sick. They're sick. Of this little 07 outside. No, I love my car, though. I really do.
See, here's the thing. I don't think anybody's sick about the fact that you drive an 07. It's your car. It's your choice. I think people are irritated by the fact that you are very irresponsible when it comes to the maintenance of the car. And people are irritated also by the fact that you know that car should not be being driven on the highway, yet you just put your life and your children's lives in danger. You're very irresponsible. It's fine that you have an 07 car. Who gives a damn? But you need to make sure that the repairs are done and that the car is safe to drive for your own sake and for your children's sake. Nobody gives a damn about the year of the car that you're driving.
Well, at least I don't. Good car. And even though that car should not be driven, I should be driving that motherfucking car outside. That car Ben told me, bitch, get out and walk. But it keeps starting up. That is what you call an old Betsy, honey. That's what you call an old reliable. Okay? Because no matter what, if it shuts down, if it and it just runs out, it just dies on me, girl, I'm gonna start that bitch up and guess what? It's gonna crank every motherfucking time. So I'm not giving up on that car. That car ain't gave up on me, bitch. I ain't giving up on her, honey. Okay? She's a fighter for real, and that's what I love about her. I love that fucking car, and I'm just gonna get her fixed. I've been going back and forth. Should I get another car? Fuck it, I'm not doing that. Who the fuck wants to pay $400 or $500 on car payment? Not me. I don't. And I love.
Why would you have to pay $400 and $500 on a car payment? Why can't you just go buy another reliable vehicle? Like, you can't manage to save a couple $1,000s and then just go get you something that you know is going to run well, something that runs better than this. I mean, she's saying she's going to get the car fixed now, but this car has been acting up for a minute. She's been saying for a very long time that the car is stopping and starting and stopping and starting, and did absolutely nothing about that. Just kept driving it. I'm just confused. So now that the people have seen the shit cutting off in the middle of the highway, now you're going to get it fixed. Girl, you should have did that.
Love it. And it has all the seats that I need. It has 3 rows of seating. It's a great fucking car. I just have to get it fixed though. I'm going to get it fixed. Volvo is one of the best cars. And she a tank. That too. She's solid. If anybody meets me in that damn car, I'm just so It was just, that car just kept going yesterday. Y'all see me? And usually I wouldn't let y'all see all that, but that's what I go through. Like, that car.
Yeah, see, Baji, you said her car payment would be $800. See, that's the kind of shit that I don't believe in. I do not want any extra large monthly bills added on to the bills that I already have, which is why when I needed a new car, I actually saved up about how much? I probably paid like $6,500 altogether, and I went out and got me a car. Okay, I'm not doing the car payments. I'm not doing it. Now, I do understand that if you have better credit, it probably will be lower, but I don't have time for that. I just want my car and I just want to pay for the insurance and fuck everything else.
Car is telling me, baby, get out. But the thing about it is I try to drive it the least possible. AJ's school is only like 10 minutes away. And that's the only place I go right now until I get it fixed. That's why driving it all the way out there was a lot. But we made it and we made it back. Praise God. Yeah, I took my vitamin B1s. Mm-hmm. Betsy's are usually loyal. Exactly, honey. Very loyal. That's a very loyal car outside. I don't know. I only got it looked at by one person. Hey! And that one person said that it was the transmission. It could. Hey, stop.
That's the problem. So you weren't actively trying to find a mechanic that can fix the car. So you only got it looked at once. And how long have you had this car? And that's the problem. She probably ain't got no fucking oil in that bitch or nothing.
You're supposed to get like more opinions, you know, and I haven't gotten any. Get your shoes off of my couch.
Get down those shoes.
I don't care. Don't step on the couch with those shoes. I haven't gotten it looked at any other place. I drive a 2009 and don't give a fuck. Girl, period. And you shouldn't. What the hell? That's so childish. Look, we all go through ups and downs. And one thing about me is I'm going to be up. It's only a matter of time until I go back up. So it's like, you know, I don't care about sharing the downs with you guys. Like, people thinking that it's a flex to try to...
Anyway, as I stated in the beginning, we're going to be moving it along. I'm not about to sit here and listen to her talk about this damn car too much longer. The bottom line is she needs to have safe and reliable transportation for herself and her children, and she needs to get that shit fixed ASAP. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She doesn't have a support system in Texas. She has nobody that can come and run and save the day if she should need them to. So she needs to be responsible and get her vehicle fixed or get another one. It's just that it just is what it is. And in the meantime, when she knows she's supposed to pick up her kids, she should have it arranged whereas though she can actually rent a car or she's just going to have to come out her pocket and spend the Uber and Lyft money, whichever. But driving that car is an absolute no-no.
And it's materialistic shit. I don't care about materialistic shit.
Hey, Yanni. I got time.
Downplay the situation and act like I'm the problem. 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 Everything's my fault and I'm the absolute problem here. Well, let me tell you guys something. Let me be very clear when I say this too. My beef or what I'm going through has absolutely nothing to do with strangers on the internet. Yes, I choose to share my story and I will continue to share my story. But going back and forth and trying to debunk and trying to defend and pleading and fighting, pretty much fighting for my life. The whole fighting for my life stuff is over. I'm not going back and forth with a hater. I'm not going back and forth with an unhappy person who has trauma, who has this, who doesn't understand the situation, who's sit down, who is clearly going out of their way to misunderstand me and what I'm going through as a mother and as a woman. I'm not going back and forth with y'all no more. I'm not.
Well, you should have never been going back and forth with the people on the internet. Here's the thing. We wouldn't know what's going on in your life if you did not upload it to the internet. But because you uploaded it to the internet, because you wish to have views and you want the attention and, you know, you want to grow your channel, you're going to keep putting your business out there and people are going to keep having an opinion. You have the option to not put this kind of shit up, but you do it anyway because you want the attention and because you want the views. And so therefore you're making it the people's business to talk about. Everybody has an opinion and everybody has the right to voice it. You cannot stop it. What you can do is not respond to it. You can, like, it's your choice. Why would you go fighting a losing battle and trying to convince other people to see things the way that you do? Nobody's going to understand you at all.
I don't have shit to prove to a fucking person on the internet. And that's not why I do anything that I do. I do it so I can document my experience. Because at one time, I tried to be quiet about my experience. And I gave people the right to write my own story. And nobody's going to write my story but me. And that's just that on that. So
I'm just confused. When was she ever quiet about her experience? She's been blasting her business since she fucking started, as far as I know. Since even when she was with Gerard, she was blasting their business on the internet. So when have you ever tried to be quiet about your experience?
Like I said, I'm not the internet's mom. Okay? I'm not y'all's mom. I have 5 children that were given to me by the Lord himself. And I'm extremely grateful for my position, regardless of who wants to take it away from me. Regardless. And I will continue to fight for my rights to be a mother to my children. I'm sorry if that upsets people. I'm sorry if you think that's wrong. I'm sorry if you think that I have no rights.
Hey, Banana Muffin.
I do.
Hey, Antonio.
You think in your brain, I don't know. Who knows what stuff y'all conjure up in that brain of yours? But I don't give a fuck either way. So coming over here with the narrative that you're trying to spin that I don't care about my kids and girl, just say this, okay? Go to a negative person's platform who loves to talk negatively about me and have a field day, babe. Have a fucking field day. But over here, you're just gonna get deleted. Because I don't care about none of that. You're not upsetting me. You're not hurting me. You're not breaking me. You're not stopping me. You're not doing shit to me. Nothing. You're just irritating us. That's all. You are irritating, but you're just.
Well, you wouldn't be irritated by what people are saying if you paid it no mind. So the thing is here, Olivia does have people who support her, obviously, right? Because there's a lot of people on her chat who go along with whatever she says and they feel like she's in the right no matter what. So focus on those people. The thing that gets me about all of these women is you have an audience of people that actually support you, yet you choose to acknowledge the ones who don't. Like, are you slow? You're not going to get everybody on the internet to like you. It's just not possible. Everybody is not going to like you. But because you're putting your business out there, people are going to feel like they have the right to speak about it. And they do. They have an opinion. Just like you talk about shit that's not your business. Just like you put people's business on the internet and it was not your right to do so, but you did it anyway because you felt like you could. You can't expect people to not do the same to you, especially when you move that way. Anyway, I'm going to read what y'all saying real quick. Steve, you said transmission slip and stop moving. A faulty one doesn't shut the engine off. 2 separate systems. Well, Steve, listen, I don't know shit about cars. All I know is that she needs to go see a mechanic. Okay, she needs to let them figure it out because I'm quite sure she doesn't have a clue either what's going on. Cole RS, you said it's showing how piss poor of a mother she is. She did leave while pregnant with AJ. Okay. Banana Muffin, you said her car issues are not Gerard's problem. He accommodated her for at least 9 months. Exactly. They're not, at the end of the day, obviously they had some sort of arrangement that they had going on to where as though he was accommodating to her. But after everything that has transpired on the internet that she has done, right? Gerard has the right to change his mind. He can say, I no longer want to be accommodating you. I don't care about your car situation. We're following the order. So at the end of the day, it is her fault as to why she did not get her kids. Okay? And her car issues are not Gerard's issue. I mean, she's not paying child support. She should have the money to get her car fixed. And if she has such a great support system, if she has her mother that's, doing what she does for her, she has this supposed man who's paying half the rent and paying for AJ's daycare, well, you need to get their help and assistance to get the car fixed. It has nothing to do with Gerard. And shit, when you was sleeping with him, maybe you should have got him to pay for that. But you didn't. You was too quick to run your fucking mouth, and then you played yourself, and he's not going to help you anymore. Okay?
Delete and block. It's just a matter of having enough time to delete and block you. That's all. And I usually don't have any time because I'm so damn busy. But yeah, I see what's going on, and it's okay. You guys can believe whatever you want to believe and think whatever you want to think. Now, do I want to eat a pizza or do I want to eat a salad?
Good morning, pretty stoner.
Go bed. September 15th. What is today?
Oh, look, we're speeding along.
Just hush.
Chevy's.
Like I said, y'all, this live was 4 hours and 30 minutes. We skipping through because I ain't got time.
So he was supposed to at least let me talk to them. First, he didn't answer the phone. He's doing so much wrong. He knows he's fucking wrong. But let him keep doing it. I don't like them hot. I like them like this cold. It doesn't matter how he feels. Exactly. Because this is ultimately supposed to be, right, about the kids. Correct? Every time you guys want to throw some shit in my face, it's about the kids, and you don't care about it's about the kids. The kids wanted to come with their mama yesterday. Okay, and that's all that should matter. That's all that matters.
Right. So here's the thing. It is about the kids. And the kids may have very well wanted to come with their mother yesterday. However, you were not at the school when you should have been. You knew that Gerard was not going to meet you at the pickup location because he read your messages. He read the messages, but never responded to confirm. So it was then your job to make sure that you were at the school to pick your children up. If your children called you from the school, they were there waiting for you, obviously, right? You knew he wasn't going to bring them to the pickup location. How is that then Gerard's fault? How? He does not want to accommodate you. He cannot. You don't have, here's my thing with Olivia. Here's my thing. She doesn't have anything going on. I could understand that she was working and, time, she just couldn't manage to get there because she's getting off of work. She has to pick the other two kids up from daycare, then get to the school. That I could understand. But this lady literally has nothing to do all day long. She picks and chooses what she wants to do. So if you're getting your kids was your top priority, but you should have been, if they get out at 3, let's just say they get out at 3:15, but you should have been waiting in front of the school. I would, if you feel like he might try to play games and get there before you, I'm waiting at the fucking school at 2 p.m. If it's your day, can you not get them out for an early dismissal? I wouldn't be playing no games like this. You waited to the very last minute until you got a phone call. He was never going to show up at the pickup spot. You should have been waiting at the school if you truly wanted to see your kids. So, again, it's your fault, not his.
I keep saying, it don't matter if you hate me, you can't stand me, I'm the biggest bitch in the world. It doesn't matter. Those are still my kids. Obviously, the mistake was made. I shouldn't have chose you and you shouldn't have chose me. Obviously. But it's already done. And we parent those children. But, okay. All right. No, I'm gonna break it down to you. Let's get 200 likes, and I'm gonna break it all the way down.
Girl, we ain't got time.
Donate to it. This is going straight to lawyer fees.
I ain't got time.
That's what you guys keep saying. You guys keep trying to bring that up. Just like when I left Texas to go back to Florida to try to get my shit right. Like, understand this. I only leave when I know it's about to be some bullshit. And my mental can't handle it. I don't know how much fucking mental stress you think that you could put on a person until she fucking snaps.
Well, I'm confused. She says she only leaves when she knows it's about to be some BS. What BS was there going to be? At the end of the day, you have the opportunity to have your kids for a month or two. You had the opportunity to have your kids for the entire summer, or however long she was supposed to have them, right? And you missed out on that. You chose to leave them behind in Texas. What the only bullshit that was going on at the time is you, because you chose not to go get them. How do you know that he was going to try to stop you from getting your kids for the summer? You didn't even attempt to do it. You didn't even pick them up for your visit on Mother's Day. You missed out on your visits because you wanted to, not because it was some bullshit going on. You didn't want to get those kids because you were too upset and heartbroken about Jariah and the fact that he was going to, he chose his wife, I don't fucking know, and they could have possibly had plans over the summer. So that's what you were thinking about. You didn't want to be the babysitter again, so you didn't go pick your kids up. The only BS that was going on at the time is you. You the one, you chose to leave your children.
Obviously, I'm indestructible. Any of you bitches out there would have cracked long time ago. You guys would have been gone off the hinges somewhere else. But I'm still standing tall, might I add. Very tall. Because my mother didn't raise no punk.
So no, let's be clear about this. She said her mother didn't raise a punk. Well, if that were the case, Olivia, if your mother didn't raise no punk, then you would not have allowed another woman to prevent you from showing up for your children. You would not have allowed another woman to stop you from showing up to football games, recitals, graduations, award ceremonies. If you wasn't no punk, you would have stood on all 10 toes and showed the fuck up for your kids, regardless of who's going to be there and who has family standing behind them. If that were the case.
You guys want to know, what do you think he went away for a couple months? Okay. So, you think that this bullshit just started? You think that this just started? Him playing games with my phone calls and letting me see the kids?
Oh, here we go with her ads. I just can't. There's this lady. She wants to make it seem like she's just this strong individual. But at the end of the day, you're not the only woman who has been through things like this. Okay. Now, maybe, well, there's definitely been other women that have actually had their kids taken away from them. So I can't relate to that standpoint. But I can relate to a difficult co-parenting situation. And so at the end of the day, for you to allow anybody to make you so uncomfortable and so scary that you don't show up for your own kids, that says enough. That says enough. Hey, Nelly Fierstein. Hey, Cole RS.
Exactly what the fuck I'm going to do. If I feel like one day giving up and getting the fuck far away from this bullshit and never coming back, that's what the fuck I'm going to do. And that doesn't mean I don't love my kids. That means that I have to deal with two psychopaths that want to keep playing with me about my kids. And if I don't want to deal with that, I shouldn't have to deal with that. Nobody should have to deal with that. Everybody deserves to live their life peacefully. See, you guys don't understand what it feels like to have your kids ripped away from you for no reason at all. And then you have no idea what it feels like to be on a call restriction and only seeing your kids when you're able to see your kids. And then on top of it, have all these motherfucking people surrounding you as children that hate you and want to keep you out of their life. You can never fathom what the fuck I go through. Who said that? Big time.
Anyway, let me see what y'all saying real quick. Banana Muffin, you said she's not strong. If she was strong, she would make sure she drove a car that works so she could pick up her kids. I agree. Steve, you said it's all lies. School said father picked them up at 3:45. Robin's fake call was at 4:45. Phone was black the whole time. Okay. Banana Muffin, you said, honestly, I think she used the car issue as an excuse for a year so that she wouldn't have to get the kids on Thursdays and take them to and from school. That could be the case, but who's like, so you just gonna let your car be fucked up for a whole year? Like, wow. T, you said she wants to be a victim so bad. She does. But the bottom line is this is her business to handle. And you can't fault Gerard and say that he's the problem because you didn't pick the kids up when you were supposed to. EJ, you said the question is, what time was school out? 3:45 is late. I have no idea, which is why I said maybe they got out at 3:15. But the bottom line is this. He never responded. He never confirmed that he was going to bring them to the drop-off location that they used to use, right? So if she truly had interest in getting her children, and if she truly felt like Gerard was going to be playing games when it comes to her having her visitation, then she should have been at the school waiting at 2 p.m. Bitch, you could have been live in the car or wherever, waiting for your kids to be out. I would be waiting at the motherfucking door for them to be coming out in their lines. Okay, I don't know how they dismiss the kids, but whatever. I would be right there waiting so I can hurry up and grab my kids. And if there's any sort of issue, the police would have to be called. Hold on real quick, y'all. All right, I'm back, y'all. Sorry about that. Give me a second to catch up. I forget exactly what I was saying or what I was getting at, but the bottom line is this. If there were any other possible issues that could have happened at the school when she was there waiting, right, then that's when you get the police involved, because at the end of the day, it's your day. So there's that.
So no shade, babe. But don't ask me no stupid ass fucking questions. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care where I went. I don't care where I've been.
So Steve, you said she drove 1,089 miles to Florida and it had the same issues, but can't drive 40 miles. I thought, I was under the impression that she didn't drive, that she flew there and had the car shipped. Is that not the case? Because she was actually at the airport, so she didn't drive to and from. Allison, you said she built a home gym, vacation in Florida for a month, maintaining utilities and rent in Texas, but refuses to repair her car. She is pissing on people and saying it's rain. I agree. Steve, you said the order says Thursday at school or secondary location. She doesn't get to decide Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, I understand that. I understand that. But I don't know, child. I don't know. Either way, the day is supposed to be Thursday. All I'm saying is whatever day she's supposed to get the kids, she needs to be there. And she needs to be there on time. Now, the issue is she's going to have to figure out a way to get them to and from school, because obviously they have to go back to school on on Friday if she gets them Thursday, and then she's also going to have to drop them off to school on Monday. That's something that she has to figure out. But the bottom line is, if you really want to get your children, you would not be sitting here waiting for a man to accommodate you. You would be making a fucking way. That's all I'm saying. Car RS, wait, KW, you said, and who has car issues for years? Most people get their car repaired immediately, right? Cole RS, you said it's about men, but not the kids. I agree. You said the kids weren't ripped. Not my problem too. You said, but she was on time, so-called dialed up and waiting when she was trying to set Gerard up. She definitely was. She definitely was. She made sure she had that waist trainer fucking snatched tight, okay? Lashes done, makeup fully done, wig on. She was on time. But now she's not on time. It doesn't make any sense. And if he never responded to the text and confirmed that he was going to bring them to the pickup location, why would you expect for him to do that?
I'm here now, bitch. I don't care where, and none of that. Why I move the way I move, you don't have to understand it. You know.
Real quick, we have 142 people in here, and I only have 27 likes. Can we please get the likes up, please?
Will understand it, my children, because they're a part of this situation as well. They see that their mom is being played with. You know what Robin said to me last night? Mom, you gotta get here now. If you don't, he's not gonna bring me to you. She already knows what's up. She already knows what time it is.
So if that were the case, if Robin was able to tell you, Mom, you have to get here now, because he's not going to bring us to you, you should have the same fucking sense. How does the child have more sense than you? You should understand that. He never responded to confirm that he was going to bring them to the drop-off location. He never responded. Okay? And so if you had common sense, you would say, okay, I need to get to the school. If he didn't respond back to your fucking text by at least 11 a.m. or 12, you should have already had a plan in motion so that you could be out and on the road by at least 1:30, waiting at the school at 2, or however early, so that nobody can play no games with you. But because you didn't really have interest in getting your kids, you did none of that. See, I'm not finna play about my kids like that at all. I don't understand this train of thought, how you just waiting for a man to come and accommodate you when you know that you've done so much on his internet that he's not going to be willing to do that.
My baby called me, and she's probably not even allowed to fucking call me. She probably got in trouble today for calling me, because that nigga wanted to play games with her. Not just with me. He's playing with her, too. They don't have to rearrange their life for you. No, most definitely they have to, and they fucking will.
Well, yes. They're not. They're not going to rearrange their lives. The bottom line is, he said he's not meeting you at the pickup location. He's not meeting you there, and he did not. He went and got his kids from school, and they went the fuck home. They're not rearranging anything. You have to follow the order. That's the only thing that they are obligated to do, is follow the custody order. So there's that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. They will. Maybe not right this second, but they will. If letting me see my kids is rearranging their life for me, they will. Because the moment you stuck your dick in me and got me pregnant with 3 kids, not that bitch. Me, yeah, you will continue to rearrange your life for me. You will. You will. I don't think it's rearranging your life. I think that it's just letting me have time with my kids.
Well, why? So this makes no sense. Why does he have to rearrange his life for you when you're the one who's not showing up for the children? When are you going to fucking rearrange your life so that you can show up for your children the way that you are supposed to?
He rearranged my life. He totally rearranged my fucking life. And that's okay. Come here. I gotta do what I gotta do for my kids. they are, baby. Oh no, my mom is not moving back here, y'all. Mm-mm. She's not moving back here. Let me tell you what my mama is doing now. My mama is coming to stand by my side while I go in court. And regardless of what happens in court, whatever happens in court will be handled as soon as possible. And my mom will be right here with my children. That's what's happening. Because I have a family that's history. It's co-parenting. He should want the kids to see you. Girl, it's like explaining. That's what I say. Hey! Okay, hold on, you guys. Hold on.
My thing is, how do you manage to go live and you got to keep screaming at these goddamn kids? Like, get it together, sis. Get it together.
You
know? So, real quick, Sharika Caldwell, you said she sounds stupid. I agree with you. She definitely does. Let's see. KW, you said he doesn't owe you his life because he had children with you. No, and he absolutely doesn't. And she doesn't really owe him. She doesn't owe him shit neither. Okay? They don't owe each other anything. The only people that they owe anything to is the children. That's the bottom line. EJ, you said she thinks because she was the breeder, she gets special privileges. Well, that's just not the case. They're not together. There is no special privileges. He does not have to rearrange his whole life and accommodate her after she came on the internet, blasted him, disrespected every fucking body, and continues to do so every single chance she gets. He doesn't have to. Sis, let's be real. Oh, listen, real quick. Let's just take a moment because this sis, let's be real, is actually Everyday Life with Taboo. So real quick, if all of you can, please go over there and subscribe to Everyday Life with Taboo's YouTube channel. Sis, let's be real, okay? Show her some love, okay? Brandy Stuttgart, you said no. He put them people in your life and they rearranged your life. Lifestyles, what Lakita said, kids love their parents even if they're deadbeats, but that doesn't mean that's enough. Liv is unfit. I agree. I don't doubt that the kids love her. But at the end of the day, they're at the age where they can see what's going on. And the bottom line is, if she really wanted to get those kids, she would have showed up on time, before the time that they got out of school. She would be waiting on them at the motherfucking door, period. Not my problem. You said, notice the two little ones never have anything to say. Meanwhile, she wants the oldest for tax money and a babysitter. The little ones know what time it is. That's true. I think the oldest one knows too. But she tries to be more of a friend to the oldest one than anything, than an actual mother. And that's exactly why I don't think that it's best for her to be over there. At the end of the day, Robin is going to wind up being the babysitter. She's going to wind up being the babysitter. And she's going to, I just don't think it's a good environment for her to be over there with her mother and why have to watch different men coming in and out of the house and just be watching the kids so her mother can do her own thing and scream and holler at the TV. She's not going to be taking Robin to school every day. And because Olivia doesn't care about shit like that. Let me see. KW, you said, I hope they lock her up for a good 6 months so she can get her mental together. She's not going to be in jail for 6 months. EJ, you said every person, whether they are blood related or not, are not good people and don't have to be respected. T, you said, so she didn't want her family to help when she was homeless, but wants it now. Yep. That's exactly the case. Steve, you said this is her trying to control them. Child, let's continue. Oh, I had it muted.
And if you see what's going on in real time and you still think the opposite of what I'm showing you, then that's what you want to see. You know, that's just plain out what you're choosing to see. And if that's the case, baby, I cannot help you after that point. If I can see that you are just delusional and you are just going to believe anything because out of the hatred you have for me, babe, do that. That's okay. I'm gonna leave you to that. Okay. Oh, maybe it's not clickable. It's not clickable. Mm.
I don't see a link. When you put the link in Everyday Life, I will pin it.
If he wants to say I'm unstable, okay, we'll send it. You can see here. I don't have to pay for a person to fly out of state to see my home. Anybody can come see my home. Come see my home and see if I'm stable. Come see if I have a safe, stable environment for my daughter. You can come and see. Anybody can come and see. That's okay.
See, so I think I skipped past the part where she was just like, I just want to get Robin. I really just dislike the fact that she's just like, so you're not even interested in getting all your kids. You just want to get the oldest one, simply because she could be beneficial to you in some way or another. Like, what is it? I understand that she's about to be 12, so you feel like the courts will give her the opportunity to choose exactly where she wants to be. But that's really not the case if being with you is not what the court considers best for her. But you're not even sitting here saying that you want all of your kids. You're sitting here saying that you want just the oldest one. I guess because she can babysit the kids, and because I just don't understand. Okay, well, listen. Everyday Life, you're gonna have to go on your other channel and then post the link. Steve said, if you're not a mod, it will not post the link. So gonna have to go to your original Everyday Life thing. So because you are a mod. Okay, there you go. I see it. Now, how the hell do I do this? Give me a second, y'all. If I tap, what the? Oh, I don't think I could pin it. Every time I click it, it's going directly to the channel. Yeah, it goes. Oh, wait, here we go. Pin message. There you go. So it is pinned. Everybody, please go ahead and subscribe to Everyday Life with Taboo's YouTube channel that is called Sis Let's Be Real. Okay? Okay.
But if you can't afford them, why do you want them? If you can't afford them. That's crazy. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Why would they separate her from her siblings? Because she wants to be with her mom. That's why. I don't think they should have separated them from their mom. But I think if they're willing to separate kids from their mother, the person who birthed them, we can separate the siblings.
No, they're not going to separate the siblings. They're not, because that's not in the best interest of the children. See, this is how selfish Olivia is. Why? So how would that then work? How would that work? If Ryan and Christian are over there with Gerard, and Robin, the oldest, is staying with Olivia, then what? Olivia's still supposed to give visits with the other kids, but then so what? So then they got to swap out so that Robin can also spend time with the dad. Nobody's going to separate the kids for you. It doesn't even make sense to do that, because then how would the visitation schedule go? But again, she's selfish and she only thinks about herself.
Most definitely. Most definitely. It's not the ideal situation, but he can give me all the kids, or I'll just take the one that's old enough to speak for herself. We can do it that way. Whatever way. Whatever way we got to do it. It's so funny. It's so funny, man. It's so funny. It's so crazy.
So, real quick, Everyday Life, you said she literally turned the whole room into a child makeup room instead of a room for her kids. This hoe was beyond selfish. I'm sick of her. So, I'm assuming that Olivia has what? A 3-bedroom apartment? Is that the case? Because you guys would know. I really don't know. So what? So she has a 3-bedroom apartment. So when the kids come over, they're all sleeping in one room. That's extremely selfish. That's extremely selfish. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you have a room for the boys and then a room for the girls? I don't understand. Like, so you're more concerned about having a so-called office makeup room than actually accommodating your own children so that everybody can be have proper sleeping arrangements when they come over. And you think that that's okay? Okay.
Crazy. It's so crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Like I said, I don't have any issues in life. I just have this one motherfucker who wants to continue to try to make my life a living hell through my children. But it's okay. And I know you're watching, or somebody over there is watching. It didn't break me. And everything that you're doing will come back around to you because you're doing it with evil intentions.
Whatever, Liv. It seems like the only person that actually has evil intentions is her. Okay. Um, I just don't get it. Now, I'm gonna say it again. We have 180 people watching, only 58 likes. Can we at least get up to 100 likes, you guys? I'm confused about why I got to beg for likes.
Nice try, though. If anything, you hurt the children way more than you ever could hurt me. I cannot be hurt anymore. I don't think it's possible. My body shuts down. Okay, bug. My body will shut down when I am hurt. But as far as like actually hurt me, I don't think it's possible. That's why I always tell you guys, I think it's a waste of time ever coming over to my channel and commenting something negative because I don't feel it. I'm so far past numb. I don't give a fuck. The only thing you're going to do is irritate me and I'm going to be mean to you and I'm going to hurt your feelings. So don't even do it. You know? Because you can't even fucking play with a person that's been through what I've been through. So don't even play with me. You know? There's no point. I know, the annoying gnats. I gotta make a gnat catcher.
At the end of the day, Olivia is over here playing her damn self. Now I gotta look. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna look at my timestamps because I gotta speed it up. She just be on here saying a whole bunch of nonsense. So where are we at now? We're at a minute, an hour and 25. What's the next one? That was okay. Let me see. We're gonna go up to an hour and 54 in just a few moments.
But when we get to 200 likes, we can break everything down about everything that happened yesterday. So you guys
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Here we go.
Okay, I get the first, third, and fifth. Okay, cool. So I said, hey, so this weekend is the 5th weekend in the month. So I'm supposed to get the kids. This was on Thursday. I realized this a day before, okay? So I'll just pick them up from school tomorrow, okay? That's what I said about last weekend. Because I was like, there's no way he's going to meet me. I'm going to have to find a way to get to their school tomorrow. But there was no response. He saw my message, but there was no response. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to go all the way to their school and he's going to pick them up. Because you have to understand, he'll play the game with me. If I think I'm going to pick up my kids, he'll definitely play the game where he gets to the school first and gets the kids before I can. If you think that he won't play that game, he definitely will play that game.
So here's my thing. So you're aware. So you believe that he will play that game and try to get the kids before you do, which is why it is in your job to get to the school early so that that type of game cannot be played. At the end of the day, if it's a day that you're supposed to get the children, do what you have to do. Show up early, wait on your kids, and then if there is any issue, the police should be called because you have a custody order that says that the kids are supposed to go with you on this day. It's very simple. So she allows them to play with her because she's not showing up and doing what she's supposed to do. Puerto Rican queen, you said she's just so ignorant. The judge said no. Gerard has kids until they turn 18. She's not getting Robin. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I've already addressed that. I have been through a type of situation like this. The case is never truly fully closed. Okay. So there can be modifications made or whatever. Now, being as though the kids are already with Gerard, the likelihood of them separating the children is very slim. It's not going to happen. They're not going to separate the children because she wants them to. EJ, you said if the judge said with prejudice, that means she can't reopen custody. She can only motion for modification of visitation. Okay. Okay, y'all. SC Johnson, you said it's not possible for this woman to have any sympathy or empathy for anyone, not even her kids. She's too selfish. She thinks of Robin as a live-in maid. I agree. And good morning, SC Johnson. Everyday Life, you said if she knew that, then why stay on live? You should have took your big A over there early. That's what I'm saying. If you know that they're gonna play games and you truly want to get your kids, why are you not moving like that? Why aren't you at the school early? Why aren't you prepared? She's not prepared, and she didn't leave out on time or early because she really had no interest in getting the kids, I'm convinced. Because any mother who truly wants to spend time with their kids will go ahead and make it happen.
Okay, cool. So he didn't respond. So I was like, okay, if he's not responding, that means he's not going to let me get my kids. I have 2 babies and I have a broken down car. I cannot chance anything happening. You know, if I know that it's a go and I know that I'm going to get my kids, then I'm going to chance it and I'm going to do what I need to do. But if not, then I can't just willy-nilly keep chancing shit. Like one of these days, my car is going to break down and I'm going to be stuck. And that's my biggest fear, to be stuck on the fucking highway with a baby in the car. Anyway, that's understood. It should be understood by most mothers in the chat, though. Okay, so... Oh, okay. I then responded the next day. Remember, that was the 28th of August. I was supposed to get him last weekend. He didn't respond to me. He looked at the message. He didn't respond, okay? I'm trying to break this down very simply for you guys because you guys like to add and subtract a whole bunch of weird shit, okay? Very plain and simple. We're going to keep it about the kids, right? Okay, cool. I said, hey, this was the next day on Friday, August the 29th. I said, hey, it's my weekend. Are you going to meet me at the drop-off location? Because I wasn't sure if he wanted me to go to school or the drop. Either way, I want my kids, right? He didn't answer. So I called. Oh.
The bottom line is this, because she's going through all of this and it really doesn't make any sense. Are you slow or something? You're not getting the hint. He's not making any accommodations for you. You pick the kids up from the school, as the court order says, or you will not get the children. He's not responding because he's not agreeing to meet you at the pickup spot. There is no games here. Now, he could have very well just sent a message and said, no, you have to get them from the school, but he chose not to. And so then you have to use your brain and understand that he's not going to meet you anywhere. You have to pick up the kids. All of this shit is irrelevant.
Oh, that was at my time to talk to them. He didn't answer. Okay, cool. I said, hey, this was that night. This was last Friday night. He didn't let me speak to my kids. I said, hey, I was calling to talk to them. I said, hey, we are on our way.
So real quick, while this ad is playing, let me see this. I'm going to pause it. Steve, you said she messaged him Thursday and said she was coming Friday. He doesn't have to do that. No, he doesn't. Also, Miss Love, you said any mother that wants to spend time with her kids damn sure wouldn't go to another state when she's supposed to have them and fake homelessness. I agree with you. Ella Teller, you said she did get one kid, then she's stupid. She'll get one kid and then she's stupid enough to expect him to pay child support too. Yeah, right. That would make no. The bottom line is I don't see any judge separating siblings, because like I said, if that were the case, if she was to have the oldest one, how would the visitation then work? Because she still would have to have visitation with the youngest two, and he still would also have to have time with the oldest daughter. They're not going to be separated. And because of the fact that she has never complied, she's never once tried to follow the judge's orders, the likelihood of the judge giving her custody over Gerard is very, very slim. It's not going to happen. Ella Teller, you said she'd get one kid. I read that. Steve, you said this is the worst babysitter ever. I agree. Everyday Life, you said she knows Gerard and she shows that he's not speaking to her, which means she needed to have a plan in place. Exactly. Him not responding already lets her know what type time he's on. Keisha, you said that's when she called at 7:23 when her time to talk to the kids ends at 7:30. She doesn't want to talk to them kids. That's what I'm saying. If just do what you are told to do, and everything should go smoothly. If you're calling at exactly 7 o'clock and they're not answering for you to talk to the kids when they know it's your day, then you have a problem because you know that you're calling on time. You're calling towards the end. Why are you doing that? You're supposed to call at 7. Um, you're supposed to pick the kids up on Thursday. Pick them up on Thursday from school. It's your job to make accommodations and to figure out how that shit's supposed to work or how you're going to make it happen. Nobody else's. If you're not doing that, then it's going to be a problem. She's never doing what she's supposed to do on her end. She wants everybody to bend and flex to her needs. And it's not reality. It's just never going to work that way. But let's continue.
Let me talk to the kids, please. I was in the store and I had no service because I called at 7:26. I have from 7 p.m. to 7:30 to call them. I don't give a fuck if I call at 7:29. Let me just get on the phone and tell them that I love them real quick. I should be able to talk to my kids whenever I want, of course, but I can't. So if I can just pick up the phone and just let me just say I love them so they know that I love them, you know? Because I feel like they deserve that, right? Or they don't deserve that. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, I said, okay, so you don't show up at the meeting spot tonight. AJ, hush, or go lay down. You're supposed to be taking a nap.
But I want to play with my car.
Okay, then take your cars over there. You're supposed to be napping. I said, okay, so you don't show up at the meeting spot tonight to drop off the kids, and you're not allowing me to speak to them. This is parent alienation, which it is. So Wednesday, there's some more calls, no answers. But Wednesday comes around, just the 3rd, yeah, September 3rd. I called all 7 p.m. He said, I'm still at work. I said, when can I talk to the kids? When can I talk to the kids? Question mark, question mark, question mark. No answer. I got no answer. Fuck me. I don't get to talk to my kids. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So that was the last conversation before the 5th, right? Okay, so here comes the 5th. Friday the 5th. When was this? At 1.
My thing is also with Gerard. Now, I know that a lot of y'all are going to disagree with this, but even when it comes down to the phone calls, how hard is it to say you have to call at the scheduled time to speak with the kids? Your time to speak with the kids is at 7 p.m. You have to call at the scheduled time. It is what it is. Why is he not just like, I understand that she should just already know, but even still, he's not even communicating to let her know what type time he's on. He should be very clear. If you want to speak to the kids, you have to call at the scheduled time. We are not able to do any calls outside of the time that the judge has ordered, okay? Also, if you wish to pick the kids up for visitation, you must pick them up from the school on Thursday. No accommodations will be made. We are strictly following the order. It's very simple. He could at least say that. So it's very clear to her. Because obviously this bitch is retarded. She still thinks that he's going to make some moves for her and accommodate her. He shouldn't have to, Lynn. I understand he shouldn't have to. He shouldn't. But just put that in it, even for his sake. Because what she's going to do is try to take this to court and say, oh, well, he's not responding. He's not communicating. He can be very clear, short and clear in his communication. This is what we're doing. That's it. That's all. Now, he doesn't have to respond to every single little text. But my whole thing is, if they have the time, just like she's read messages where they were supposedly going back and forth and arguing through the app, if they have the time to entertain that, right? Why not entertain the shit that matters? If you want to get your kids, this is what we're doing. If you want to talk to them, this is what we're doing, and that's it, and that's all. Any other communication, we're not doing that. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that, I don't know. Like I said, I understand that, he doesn't have to respond to everything she says, but I just don't understand. There's no communication at all. But if they're going to entertain arguments and go back and forth and say other dumb shit that's pointless to say because she knows what she did, you know, why not have effective and clear communication in regards to the children? Um, Let me see what y'all said. Miss TC to you, you said he has told her numerous times. The court has told her as well. She's just ignorant. SC Johnson, you said she was in Florida when she sent that text, but I'd be curious what day she texted him. Mr. Webb probably doesn't take her seriously. I don't blame him if he doesn't. KW, you said he doesn't have to accommodate someone who stalks him. No, he doesn't have to accommodate it. All I'm saying is that there should be clear communication in regards to the children, regardless of how much you dislike somebody. Like, make it clear. Because if she takes this to court and he's never respond, they're not communicating properly. This is what the app is for. Communication strictly for and about the children. So if there are questions being asked about the children, you should respond and make it clear in a timely manner so that there's no discrepancies. Okay. Miss Love, you say he's not saying that because he knows she's playing games. Okay, BB, you said, but most people in the apps don't even have to communicate that because what's in the court documents is what it is. I agree. I understand that. But she's sitting here just, I don't know. It just shouldn't be this difficult. Kingston's mother, you said, Liv called at the beginning of August. She left at the end of May. No, you will not keep doing this to my kids. BB, you said, I understand what you're saying, but I think if the communication and respect from her end was different, it would not be an issue. Now, you do have a point there. There does need to be respect on both ends, regardless of how you feel about the person. I don't know. It's just exhausting. It's very exhausting. Like, Lynn, you said she can take it to court, and that is why her phone calls are always monitored. Olivia is not calling the app. She's calling his phone. But I thought she didn't have his phone number. So I don't understand that either. Rose Trulio, you said Liv loves being in control and seems she's losing all control. She's up to 100K now and back child support. Now that's absolutely absurd. Steve, you said this is all tactics for her to be involved in his life. Well, I understand that Olivia probably does want to cause conflict and be a part of Gerard's life. However, it just by communicating through the app strictly and only about the children, that's not going to. What does that do to him? You know?
47 p.m. 1:47 p.m. Since you want to play it like I don't give a fuck. Friday, September 5th at 1:47 p.m. This is before the kids even get out of school. The kids get out of school way later after this. Are you dropping the kids off tonight? Meaning at the meeting spots. Are you dropping the kids off at the meeting spots? No answer. Like a fucking child. Like a fucking child. I call. No answer. I called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. No answer.
Relieve skin in 60 seconds.
Whew, let me see what y'all said real quick because I had to step away for a second, so I missed a little bit of what she said. Everyday life with Taboo. You said, my only thing is you two were bold enough to talk for hours and pillow talk, pretend to be back together in front of the kids, but now you want to ignore her. Negro, don't act funny now. That's what I'm saying. So we got to look at both sides of this. If they were able to effectively communicate when it was beneficial for him when he was getting the cheeks. Now, I understand that Olivia has blasted him and caused some issues in his marriage. I understand that. But at the end of the day, they still share children, and any communication in regards to visitation and phone calls, that's the boundary right there. If he truly doesn't want anything to do with Olivia, respond to things only about the children, and that's it. That's all I'm saying. Like, it shouldn't be this difficult.
We rethink pretzels.
I said, hello, are you bringing the kids to the meeting place at 6 p.m.? This was around 3:54. This was around when the kids get out of school. So he knew what the fuck game he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. I said, are you bringing the kids to the meeting place at 6 p.m.? I'm trying to. My communication started at 1:40, and I'm still trying to get a communication from him.
But here's the problem that I have with that. If you're communicating, if you're communicating for hours and he's not responding, then you should have enough common sense to know that he's not doing anything that you want him to do. You need to get your stupid ass up and go to the school. Because at the end of the day, he cannot prevent you from picking them up from the school, because that is what you are supposed to be doing anyway. Like, I don't understand. She's acting like she's making points here, but she's really not. Steve, you said she knows she knows the times and place. Nothing else needs to be said. These rules are not new. I get it. Lynn, you said this woman just insinuated that he SA'd her. Yes, she did. She definitely did. But I don't know. That doesn't have anything to do with it. I understand him not wanting to meet her at the other location. I understand that. They don't even need to be around each other. I understand him only wanting her to be picking the kids up from the school. However, just make that clear to cover his own ass. Because the bottom line is, at one point in time, he was meeting her at the pickup location. So she can use that as an excuse. You know, at one point in time, this is what we were doing, and we were doing it for a while, and all of a sudden now he's just switched the locations and make it seem like he's playing games. And she also can say, because he's not communicating about the children, that he's also playing games. So I'm just saying, just to cover his own ass, he doesn't have to communicate with her about anything else outside of the children. Okay. And I don't think he should be on the phone with her ass neither. Everything needs to be documented in text. Anything over the phone, we're not doing, because that's not documented. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Miss Love, you said, are you dropping the kids off? Was meant to be dropped off at her house. She's full of ish. Yeah, that's. KW, you say he has the right to stop speaking with her. Okay, sis. Kyra J, you said she should have just went to the school. She knew he wasn't bringing them to her. I agree. She should have. Baji, you said, who says they were effectively communicating? Lying or liar? Well, obviously they were. She had the kids a lot more then. So there was some sort of communication. Everything appeared to be fine. Lynn, you said, MG, this dummy was on live. He sent the message, but she was too busy running her mouth. Right. And also, when she was driving down there, somebody was obviously calling her. Who was that? She said, why does he keep calling me? Was that him calling to try to communicate about the kids and she ignored it? I'm just not understanding. I'm just like, I don't know.
About where we're exchanging the kids. Right. I had no fucking idea that you changed it in your mind and didn't let me know anything. I'm supposed to know. You think I'm a fucking mind reader? Block this person, bitch. Like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. You keep talking about the summertime. All you bitches keep talking about the summertime. The summertime. I went to Florida to try to get my shit together. Isn't that what you guys always say I need to do?
But you were not successful. You did not get yourself together. In fact, you look worse now than you did before, okay? But anyway, people are bringing up the summertime because they want to know whether or not. So you knew in advance that you were going to go to Florida to do whatever you were going to do. Did you then communicate via the app and let Gerard know that you were not going to be getting the kids for the summer because you had some things to do for yourself? Did you communicate? Did you give him that courtesy? More than likely, she did not, because she wanted to play games. She wanted to put a wrench in whatever plans that they had planned or whatever they were going to do themselves. So she just chose not to get the children and didn't say shit. That's why people keep bringing up the summertime. Because while you're talking about him not communicating, you also were not communicating. And you said yourself that you were not even calling your kids for the entire summer. So you left the state of Texas and gave them no explanation, no heads up, no time to plan for you to not pick your kids up for the summer like you were supposed to. But you're expecting for him to accommodate you and meet you at a location to make your life easier and to respond back to you immediately. Like, anyway.
So if I take it upon myself to do that, I'm going to do that. Period, point blank. And you act like these motherfuckers don't try to keep my kids away from me anyway. So the moment I'm gone, now what? I'm gone. This is what you wanted. You wanted me to gone. So I take it upon myself and leave to go get my shit together. Whether it worked out or it didn't work out, who the fuck cares? What is your point? Why do you guys keep bringing this up? What do you got? What hill are y'all standing on? Block, lovely. I don't know what you're talking about, baby. Stay on track. Of course he's wrong for not communicating. What?
Well, we should at least be up to 100 likes at this point. Can you guys please hit the like button?
The point. Anyway, we're not done. Okay, so he said at 4:03, my daughter had called me already by this point. She called me and she told me, Mommy, where are you? I said, baby, I had no idea I was supposed to pick you up at school. Your dad said nothing to me, baby. I told him where we were meeting, and that was understood. And she said, babe, Mommy, please come right now. You know, if he picks me up, I'm not going to be able to see you. That's what my daughter said to me. So, bitch, I grabbed my child and I walked out the fucking door. Okay?
What if you could taste the movie?
This is what I don't like. Now we don't know for sure whether or not Olivia actually had a conversation with Robin or not. But here's the thing. If she did have a conversation with Robin and then the kids were actually looking forward to spending time with her, she should feel like shit herself. Bitch, you knew that he was not bringing those kids to you. You already were aware of that. You knew that. You should have been at the fucking school on time or early. Definitely early. So just as well as she's saying that he's playing games, she's playing the most fucking games. She is. He should have responded and made it clear, but she also should have had enough sense to know that he's not going to bring them, and she should have showed up at the fucking school. That's what it all boils down to here. Because at the end of the day, if the kids were actually waiting at the school and nobody's there, and then they're late being picked up, and just imagine how they felt. She thinks these kids love her so much, and I'm quite sure that they do love her, but they probably over her at this point too. Because what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you really care? Because if you cared, you would have showed up. Nothing in the world would prevent me from showing up for my kids. Nothing. And if I know that a motherfucker is playing games, you got to be 10 steps ahead. No games can be played. And she just, I just don't get it.
Why would I be meeting you anywhere when you're supposed to get the kids from school? It's 4. I'm at work, and you're telling me the kids are just sitting outside the school waiting on you, and the school is calling me because you didn't pick them up? You are sad. This is the narrative that he wants.
Wait a minute. Let me rewind that back. I need to hear that.
So how am I supposed to know? You obviously, let's be realistic, okay? Fuck the game. So he said at 4:03, my daughter had called me already by this point. She called me and she told me, Mommy, where are you? I said, baby, I had no idea I was supposed to pick you up at school. Your dad said nothing to me, baby. I told him where we were meeting, and that was understood. And she said, Mommy, please come right now. You know, if he picks me up, I'm not going to be able to see you. That's what my daughter said to me. So, bitch, I grabbed my child and I walked out the fucking door. Okay? He said, why would I be meeting you anywhere when you're supposed to get the kids from school? It's 4. I'm at work, and you're telling me the kids are just sitting outside the school waiting on you, and the school is calling me because you didn't pick them up? You are sad. This is the narrative that he wants to.
Yeah, so this is the narrative that you are allowing them to create. Bitch, the hint was already given when he never responded back to your text messages days ago. You should have already knew what time it was. Right? You should have already knew what time it was. So you're allowing this narrative to be created. This is the narrative that you also want out there, because with him not responding, you should have been at the fucking school if you truly wanted to get your kids. Y'all, so it's just like everybody's so focused on trying to make the other person look like the worst, who's worse than the other. And the kids are in the middle of it. So if he said that and the kids are just sitting there waiting, and you already knew what time it was. But at the same time, like I said, he could have responded back and said, Liv, I'm not meeting you anywhere. Pick the kids up from the school. That's what he could have said. And then there would be no excuse for her to get up here and try to make it seem like he's the problem. I don't know. So the games. I don't feel like Gerard is exempt from playing games. He's playing games with her because she played games with him. They playing games. Everybody's playing fucking games. But at the end of the day, the children are the ones that are being affected by this. That's the most important part of it all. Regardless of what his feelings are about her or whatever the case may be, and the kids are the only ones being affected. And that's what I hate the most.
So how am I supposed to know? You obviously, let's be realistic, okay? Fuck the games. Let's be real. Let's be real adults here, okay? For once, everybody. You know that I keep texting you that I'm going to meet you at the meeting spot, right? So obviously, that means Olivia's not picking them up from school.
Hey, bottoms
dumbass. AJ, leave that alone. Not once, not twice, not 3 times did I tell you I'll meet you at the meeting spot on September 5th. But you wanted to play a game, and you wanted to play the game of let's make Olivia.
Here's the thing. You can't tell him. You can't tell him that you're going to meet him at the meeting spot. He has the choice whether to meet you there or to make you pick them up from the school. He never confirmed that he was going to meet you. You should have been at the school. This is the part, what? And it's a simple fact that she's okay. She's okay with going months without seeing her kids. She's obviously okay with this. Because if she weren't, she would never have left Texas to go to Florida. And if she wasn't okay with it, then she would have made sure that no games could be played with her visitation. She doesn't care. Now, I would like to believe that as a mother, she does care about spending time with her kids. I really would like to believe that. And I have given her the benefit of the doubt in the past, but it's very cut, clear, and simple. She does not care, because a mother who cares would not be waiting for a response from a man. No response is definitely still a response. Definitely still a response. Anyway. BB, you said, why would Olivia not be picking them up from school? Not picking them up from school is playing games. I agree, that is playing games. It is, because she knows. She can see that by him not responding, he's playing games with her. So obviously he's not going to go to the pickup or drop-off location that they were using before. So she should have picked them up from the school, but she didn't want to pick them up from the school because she wants to make it look like, he's causing confusion with her. It's too much. Banana Muffin, you said, okay, Liv, now you know he's not meeting you no more. Find a way to get your kids. Gerard, let her know she needs to pick up the kids on Fridays. Both of y'all need to say something if plans change. That's what I'm saying. And then for him to go hours, she's constantly texting and calling the app. And he went hours not responding to that, but then said something at 4 p.m. because the school now called him and he's going to go pick the kids. Like, he'd been seeing that she was contacting him and he never said anything. They're both playing games. They're both playing games. And at the same time, another thing is, if she uploaded screenshots from their co-parenting app or whatever the fuck they have to use before, why are we not seeing screenshots of this? If this is actually how it's happening. Why can't we see the screenshots? BB, you said exactly. She doesn't even spend time with the kids that she has in her own home. Right. She's not. She's more concerned about being on live. You're right. Lynn, you said the phone number is set up with Nisha's number on the app for her to call the children. Not set up with Nisha's number. I know she just fucking hates that. Everyday life, you said, I remember Gerard once said Nisha offered her number for her to call, especially when the girls are with her. And she said, loud and proud, I'm not calling the maid. Right. But then recently she also just said she's now asking for Nisha's phone number. But it's too late to ask for Nisha's phone number because you already came on here screaming and hollering about how her man's face was up your ass. So that's not possible. She wouldn't be able to call my phone. I don't give a fuck if I have the kids or not. Absolutely not. They need to change it to another time for her to be able to talk to the kids. That I would change. You're not talking to them while they with me. Period. You cannot call my phone. Bottoms up. You said MGTV, pay close attention to what she's saying. She absolutely tries to spin this ish. And a little bit, Olivia Pooh, you said the 5th since August, remember? Okay, I will look out for that. Puerto Rican Queen, you said her pickup day is Thursdays, not Fridays. She's trying to pick and choose, right? And she shouldn't have the ability to do that. Stick to the order, okay? Ms. Key, you said she just said yesterday that she could have been got her car fixed, but she feels a man should handle that type of stuff and laughed. Yeah, right. So, okay, that's just absurd. So a man should handle your car issues. Now, if you have a man, that's great because I hate having to handle car problems myself. I understand. But Olivia doesn't have a man who gives a fuck. She doesn't. Regardless of the lies she tries to put out there, which is why her car was never fixed. Okay? Steve, you said she keeps saying, I told him this or that. She never asked, can I? Right. I'm going to read one more comment. Miss Love, you said, I think she's very selfish and self-centered. If a man took custody of my child, I would be a mess and damn sure wouldn't have other kids to replace them and would do whatever to get mine back. And I completely agree with you, Miss Love. I have said the same thing numerous times. I don't know how she had the ability to lay on her back after somebody took her fucking kids. It's up. The war would never end. Okay, and I damn sure wouldn't have time to have another nigga sitting up in my face and laying on top of me, and my kids are not in my possession. Absolutely not. But let's continue.
Look worse. Let's make her look worse. Let's fuck with the kids. I don't know why you want to keep fucking with my kids and playing with my kids' emotions. I don't know why you want to keep doing that to them. You sick fuck. Like I said, and I'll keep saying, if you didn't want to deal with me, you didn't want shit to do with me, you wanted me out of your life, space, energy, all you have to do is shut me the fuck up with that nice little text message. I won't call you, I won't bug you, I won't blow you up, but you know that already. And that's exactly what you want me to do. You want me to have to keep calling you. You want me to have to keep blowing you up and run around in circles and shit, you weird ass.
Okay, so even if that is what he wants, because I could understand that. He's not responding because he wants her to be stressed the fuck out. She's not, because that's what it's going to do. You're going to be pissed off, irritated, stressed the fuck out. You're not getting a response. You don't know what's going on. But even if that is the case, and he's playing the game that way, why are you allowing it? Why are you continuously contacting him over and over and over again when you know what the original order says? You know what you were supposed to do from the beginning. I wouldn't even give him the satisfaction of blowing the fucking phone up. I'm not doing all that. I'm following the order and I'm showing the fuck up for my kids. And if I can't get my kids from the school, if they're not there, the police will be called and then we're coming to your fucking house because today's my day to have my kids. Olivia likes to play these games with him. She likes it. She wants to call his fucking phone that many times. She has to. Because why else are you doing it? Like, I just don't get it.
All you had to do when I texted you way back on August 3rd is say, I'm not meeting you anywhere. You go to the school and pick them up, and that's it. That's all you had to say to me. And I would have been like, oh, okay, shit, I need to find a way. He ain't meeting me nowhere. But you couldn't even do that because you wanted to make it look like I don't care about my kids. I don't know if you're trying to convince yourself of the bullshit at this point. I don't know what you're doing, dude. I don't know. But you're a fucking weirdo. And I said, this is not okay. You purposely messing with me, picking up my, you're purposely messing. I was text to talk out right here because I was driving.
Baji, I agree with you. You said she's building a case for court. She is. She's definitely doing that. This is the games that motherfuckers play when you're trying to make it look like the other party is not complying or just super difficult, and trying to put a wrench in you being able to be a parent to your children. She's definitely building a case. But as well as she's building up a case on Gerard, he also has a lot of things that could be said about her as well. And I think that she's going about it all wrong. You cannot really build a case up against someone if you're not following the order yourself. So he may very well be playing games, not responding about the kids, whatever the case may be, but she's not showing up. She's not following the judge's orders. At the end of the day, the judge told her, or it's in their order where she picks them up from school, she has to be following the custody order to a T to have any sort of case against Gerard. You can't expect somebody else to follow some shit that you're not following. Okay? It's very simple. Bottoms up, you said MGTV. I think you're absolutely right, because she's calling on the wrong days and all. Right. Yeah, rules don't apply to Liv. But let's continue. This lady is crazy. I just wouldn't even have it in me, even trying to build a case. I don't have it in me to play games when it comes to my fucking kids. I'm not about to go weeks, months, days, whatever, not talking or seeing my kids to build a case and try to make somebody else look like they're not compliant. The fact that she's willing to play these games instead of just going back to the original order lets you know she really doesn't care. Everybody, they only give a fuck about winning and making somebody else look bad. Like, Miss Love, you said she's building the case with the internet, right? And the internet can't give her back her kids. And even if the internet had the choice, she would not have the fucking kids. So, yeah. That's dumb.
Are purposely messing with me, picking up my kids. I told you weeks ago I would meet you at 6 p.m. at the meeting spot on September 5th, and you looked at the text. So you decided that you were going to change the plan up on me. You should have let me know like a grown adult. Stop acting like a child. This is not fair to the kids. Stop. I said, this is not fair to the kids or me. Grow up. What the fuck is wrong with him? And then I sent him all the text messages, screenshots. Stop. I sent him all the text messages. I said, stop. I sent him all the text message screenshots of when I told him where I was going to meet him on September 5th. I said, I told you multiple times where I was going to pick them up today on today's date. I also told you that, that's what I wanted to show you guys too. Around this time, hold on. I don't know if I told you guys this, but around the time, I need to find the date. I told him at some point that if he needed to change something about me picking up my kids on September 5th, because he brought up, I'm not going to change my life for you, or whatever the fuck. The same shit you guys are saying in the comments. I'm not going to rearrange my life for you. I don't know. I thought maybe they have a vacation plan. Maybe they're taking the kids somewhere on September 5th. I don't know. But I thought like an adult. And I was like, well, maybe he does have something planned. So if you want to rearrange something with me,
wait a minute. I gotta catch.
That's all you gotta do.
Wait, hold up.
Like, babe, here you go. I said, if you have plans that weekend, stop.
I gotta rewind
I sent him all the
so
text
I can fully understand what you just said.
when I told him where I was going to meet him on September 5th. I said, I told you multiple times where I was going to pick them up today on today's date. I also told you that, that's what I wanted to show you guys too. Around this time, hold on. I don't know if I told you guys this, but around the time, I need to find the date. I told him at some point that if he needed to change something about me picking up my kids on September 5th, because he brought up, I'm not going to change my life for you, or whatever the fuck. The same shit you guys are saying in the comments. I'm not going to rearrange my life for you. I don't know. I thought maybe they have a vacation plan. Maybe they're taking the kids somewhere on September 5th. I don't know. But I thought like an adult. And I was like, well, maybe he does have something planned. So if you want to rearrange something with me, let me know. That's all you got to do. Like, babe, here we go. I said, if you have plans that weekend, when is this? August 21st. Okay, here we go. Here, I forgot about this date. Okay, here. August 21st, which was a Thursday. I said, If you can't or won't confirm a simple pickup, I'm going to have to call your lawyer, which I did, to have you answer the question. Yeah, I have to call his lawyer to make him answer a question. I said, it's ridiculous. I just need you to confirm it because I'm flying out there. This is when I still thought I was going to fly out here to see them. And then I said, if you have plans that weekend with them, just tell me so we can rearrange something. That's what I said. So if you have plans that weekend, just tell me so we can rearrange something.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very grown up, very all about the kids. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Well, she just said that he's told her, because that's the part that I wanted to catch. He told her, I'm not going to rearrange my life for you. So when he communicated back then and told you he's not going to rearrange his life for you or whatever it is that you were trying to do, that was your sign right there that you need to follow the custody order. That was your sign. You calling his lawyer, doing all that is pointless. The lawyer does not represent you. They can't, like, what are they going to do? The lawyer has other clients. They're not going to stop what the fuck they're doing with their other clients to go and call Gerard, tell him to respond back. Like, you're like, what are you doing? He already let you know he's not making any accommodations. He's not changing his schedule. He's not doing anything outside of what the judge says that he has to do. And so I think that that's very clear. And if he told you that shit back in August, then you should know here in September that you're following the order. That's it.
If you want to do something within that weekend or you don't want to rearrange your life for me, that's okay. You don't have to, baby. Just let me know so I can plan a different weekend. Understands? Okay, that's all. It's very simple. It has nothing to do with me wanting him, me wanting to fucking play with him, me wanting to do none of that. That's over and done. That was fucking finito when I said it was finito. That's done, babe. It was never about that shit. It was always about my kids, bro. Always about my kids. Always. Y'all think you want him. Bitch, I don't. Bitch, what?
Now, first of all, you do. You keep calling trying to get this motherfucker on the phone to talk to you and communicate. He told you back in August that he's not making any accommodations for you. So he already told you. Why do you think he's going to make accommodations in September? He told you in August. What the fuck are you calling for? It is about him. Because why are you calling? What are you calling him for? I'm just really confused about that. If you're not calling at 7:00, nobody has to answer the phone for you. He doesn't have to call you to communicate anything. He doesn't have to answer the phone when you call to communicate about the kids. It's already in the text. He said, I'm not changing my schedule for you. This is your problem.
Baby, y'all want him. I'm good. I'm super good. I'm going to say that in the nicest way I can. I am so fucking good. I am so good. I'm so good. Okay. But anyway, like I said, I just wanted him to confirm, and that's it. And it's like I said, it's just the games on top of games at this point. Where were we? I was responding to him. I said, I told you multiple times where I was going to pick them up on today's date. I also told you that if you needed to reschedule or move things around due to your schedule, I understood. And just work with me on that. Just work with me on that. You're so sad and pathetic that you would even do this to the kids, knowing that you are purposely not communicating with me what's going on. And then I drove all the way out there. He had picked up the kids, which he didn't have to do because the kids, I had told, when Robin called me, I said, tell your teacher, because the why.
He did have to go pick the kids up. He did. They were already waiting at the school for you for how long? Why would the fuck would he have to pick the kids up? They just supposed to sit there and wait how long for you? I'm confused. First of all, the staff at the school wants to go to fuck home. Ain't nobody got time for y'all custody battle issues. This is not what the school is for. They want to go home. So whoever gets there to pick the kids up first is who's going to get the fucking kids, which is why you should have been outside waiting at the time that they are scheduled to dismiss. Why wouldn't he go pick the kids up? You didn't even communicate that you were on the way. Did you text the app and say, I'm on the way to get the kids now? You don't have to get them? Did you say that? You didn't say that. I'm confused about why he would just leave the kids there in hopes that you come get them at some point. You already weren't there. You complained about your car issues. You're not like what? How was he supposed to know that you're actually going to go get them from the school if you weren't actually already there? Like, okay.
I comes and watches the kids after school who didn't get picked up at pickup. I said, tell your teacher or tell whoever, because she used somebody's phone that worked for the school to call me. I said, tell them that I'm on my way and I'm coming right now and just stay right there. No, of course not. Of course not. This was all a fucking game. This was all a game. That bitch was probably right there when he sent me that first message about how sad I am that I left the kids stranded. Okay, sure. She was probably right there, ready to come and get them. It's all a fucking weird ass game with me. It's very weird. It's very fucking weird. Anyway, I drove all the way out there. They weren't there. Cool. I said, he said again. He said again. Why would I meet you when you're supposed to pick them up from school? That's what the court order says. Okay. All right. So I got there. I said, and the kids weren't there. I said, where are my kids? I'm at the school.
Okay. So now that he has said that, it's clearer. It's as clear as fucking day. It doesn't get any clearer than this. Now that he has made that known, there should be no issues going forward when it comes to visitation. There should be no issues. There should be no confusion. You should stop trying to convince him to bring them to the old pickup spot. Stop all of that. It's not happening. Pick your kids up from the school. We should not hear of another story where there is confusion about visitation, because now it is very, very clear. Do what you have to do. Pick your kids up.
No answer. I called, no answer. I said, where are my kids? No answer. I called, no answer. Where are my kids? No answer. I called twice, no answer. Cool. At 7:00, I called twice, no answer. I said,
I'm confused. You did all of that after you went to the school? How? You drove all the way back home. What are you still messaging him for about where are the kids? To my knowledge, from when we watched that live, as soon as she went to the school and they said that the kids were no longer there, she got right in her car, drove off, and went the fuck back home. There was no texts. She wasn't texting and calling and actively, where are my kids? What about the kids? So when did that? I'm confused. When did all that take place?
You didn't let me pick up the kids today, and now you're not answering the phone. It is my day to speak to them. This is parent alienation. And here we go at 7:27. Still during the time I'm allowed to speak to my kids. I haven't read this. I just opened this the app up and I see this. According to the court order, you were supposed to pick them up from school. You chose not to. That forced me to leave work and rush to the school to get them. Follow the court order. If you're supposed to get them from school, then get them from school. Here we go. Parent alienation is going 90 days without calling or seeing your kids. Exactly what you did. You always want to play victim, but the truth is you left the kids at school during your scheduled visitation, not me.
And that's it. That's all. Is that not the truth? That is the truth. The other visits that you had with the kids before you went to Florida, you left them there. You did not go pick them up. And then you left and went off to Florida for fucking months. You did not pick up the kids. You alienated yourself. You said you chose not to call them. You did not call the kids. Their birthdays came and went. You did not contact the kids. You did not send for the kids. You didn't do shit. Okay? You alienated yourself. And it's very clear. That's the bottom line. So I don't have anything to say about that. All I'm saying is while they could communicate after all this bullshit, they had the ability to communicate before so that she actually could get the kids. Okay? That's all I'm saying. They could have been responded. Now they're responding after they got the kids from the school. Why the fuck didn't nobody respond hours ago to make it clear that they wasn't going to meet up with her? Now everybody can respond. Everybody's playing fucking games. It ain't just her. They all playing games. Everybody's trying to make the other one look unfit, like they don't care, or whatever the case may be. And at the end of the day, the kids are the ones that are being affected by this bullshit. At the end of the day. Why could you respond at fucking, why? Like, come on. And like y'all said, oh, if y'all say, well, Gerard is at work, so he can't respond. Y'all just said also that the phone is hooked up to Nisha's shit too, the app. So somebody could have made it, somebody could have responded. Nobody chose to respond until after everything was already done and they had the kids for the weekend, which leads me to believe that they're also playing games. She's playing games and so the fuck are they. The bottom line here, though, is the likelihood of them winning, they're successful at their game. You still don't have your kids. You weren't there at the school. You know what the custody order is. You played yourself. So even though everybody's playing games, you still lose.
Wow. Going to the school at 5:15 when the school's let out at 4 is crazy. I followed the court order and you should do the same. Cool. That's what you think. Okay. He put that in the app so it makes him look good. But okay. I got it. I got it, baby. It's all a game. It's all a sick. Yeah, the lady wrote that, most definitely. It's all a sick ass game. It's all a sick game. Like I said, it doesn't matter.
Oh, there you go. Everyday life. You said Gerard was also at work when he was FaceTiming her. So this is a game to these people. Exactly. Even if he's at work, he has the ability to respond. And Nisha, y'all said she doesn't work. Okay. She's basically a stay-at-home mom. So somebody has the ability to respond. They chose not to respond because they're also playing games. Everybody's playing games. That's the bottom line. It is what it is. Felicia Simmons, you say he responded in August, right? So then what is he responding for after he already picked the kids up from the school? Everybody's playing games. I don't care how y'all want to try to spin it. Gerard's not innocent. And Olivia, we already know. She's definitely not innocent. I'm not saying that it's all on Gerard, but the point is that everybody's more focused on themselves and making the other party look worse. Nobody has any real interest in effectively communicating about the children. That's the main concern here. I don't give a fuck about how nobody feels. I don't give a fuck about the fact that he's mad about what she did. He shouldn't have fucked her, okay? I don't give a fuck about the fact that she's mad that he didn't choose her. She played herself. The kids are the main focus. That's it. That's all. That's just my opinion. Melly Mel, you say he put it in the app because that's where he communicates with you. This bitch is stupid. Allison, you said, so now we know she don't miss her kids when the judge sentences her to 90 days in jail, right? Oh, I don't know. BB, you said, I feel like that last message about not accommodating her was the response. It was. Banana Muffin, you said all three of them toxic as fuck. Yes, they are. I agree. Baji, you said, Gerard, please sue her for her life. KW, you said, people get tired. Gerard isn't innocent, but Liv is the author of chaos. I agree. Everybody's toxic. Everybody's doing dumb shit. Steve, you say he's being a dick. See what I'm saying? Everybody, the people want to believe that Gerard is not for the bullshit and for the games, but everybody is. Everybody is. But let's continue.
Like I said, he wants to play this is what he was doing before, the technicality game. Okay.
Oh, very good.
That doesn't help the kids. Babe, listen. I understand this is the only way to get you gotcha good. This is the only way to get me back, right? To play with my kids. Okay. Well, you keep doing that, babe. That's all I can say at this point. That's all I can say. You keep doing that and you'll see where it gets you. AJ, no. We're not doing the Elmo right now.
But I tried to ride the Elmo thing.
It's not even accommodating. It's not even
BB, you say even if Gerard isn't innocent and whatever happened between them aside, even if he is being petty, I don't blame him because she's playing when it comes to the kids. He is present 100%. I understand what you're saying. I get it. I agree. I do. Like I said, even though he's playing games, the custody order is still in place. Follow the order. If nobody's giving you a response, if you're not retarded and you understand if you have comprehension skills, you understand that no response is a response. Go to the school, pick your kids up. If she didn't receive a response by 1 p.m. about what the fuck's going on with the kids, she should have been up and ready to go and be at the school by 2 o'clock, 2:30 waiting on the door at fucking 3 for them to get out at 3:15, okay? And that's just what it is. If she truly wanted to see her kids. And then even after that, if it's your day to see the kids, I'm coming to the motherfucking house with the police. Today's my day to get my kids. They're in there. Here's the order. That shit should be printed out and put in the motherfucking glove compartment. I'm pulling up with the order. Today's the day for me to have my kids. They were not where I'm supposed to be picking them up at. I'm here to get my kids. Document shit the right way. All this bullshit coming online, explaining to the people, doing the most, it's not going to get her anywhere. It's not. She doesn't know the proper way to fight. She doesn't. So, anyway.
Accommodating me. It's accommodating the fucking kids. Showing up to a meeting spot instead of the school if I can't make it to the school. Are you guys fucking for real? I mean, I get what you're saying. Don't expect shit. But if that was the case, why are you expecting me to pick them up on a Friday if I didn't pick them up on a Thursday? You want to be technical. The day is fucking Friday. I mean, Thursday, not Friday, stupid ass. So if you didn't think I was going to pick up, if I didn't show up on Thursday, why would you think?
Hold on. So now she's saying that technically he shouldn't even be willing to allow her to get the kids. Technically, bitch, you should be grateful that he's allowing you to pick the kids up on a Friday instead of the Thursday. That's still doing you a favor because at the end of the day, it's your obligation to get them to and from school on Friday. So the fact that he's willing to allow you to pick the kids up on Friday so that you don't have to worry about taking them back to school, that is still an accommodation to you. For real, when you pick the kids, if you didn't pick the kids up on Thursday, your fucking weekend is over with. So what are you saying? So just appreciate that. Appreciate the fact that he's willing to allow you to pick the kids up a day later than what you're actually supposed to.
I think I'm showing up on Friday. Why didn't you play this game on Thursday? The calling me and the accusing me of not picking them up. You know why you didn't play that game on Thursday? Because then I would have been hip to your shit by Friday. And I would have picked them up on Friday. But you didn't want me to know nothing about the pickup. You didn't want me to be thinking about pickup from school. You wanted me to stay stuck on pickup at the location. I got it. This is a fucking narcissistic game, and I know it's like, damn, Olivia, come on now. A person's gonna do all that. A narcissist is, yes. They'll make up 1,000 games, 1,000 mind fuck games, just because they're bored. They have nothing better to do. They will. I've been dealing with it. This does nothing for nobody. Nothing for nobody. Like, I get it. Ha ha, he he. We kept our kids away again, and you guys like high five each other. That's the feeling that you're wanting to get? The feeling of we accomplished keeping her kids away from her again? Other than that, you accomplished nothing. You accomplished nothing. You hurt the kids.
You go back up
Again.
Bye.
And the fact that you don't care makes you a horrible father. And I never thought you were a horrible father, but you're a fucking horrible father.
You're going.
You're a horrible father.
Like.
This is all for you. This is all for your ego. This is all for your fucking down there. I don't know what you're getting out of this weird sick ass game. You came over. I didn't go to your house and fuck on you. You came to my house. You came out of your way.
What you looking at, babe?
Cars
Here
on
we go.
cars.com.
Talking about shit that's irrelevant now. Him coming to your house to have sex with you is beside the point at this point.
And so fuck on me. Take responsibility. Own up to that shit. You cheated on your wife. I didn't cheat on my husband. I didn't cheat on nobody. I was single. I don't owe loyalty to a fuck thing. I'm single. So own up to it, bro. You cheated on your wife and you lied about being married. You did so much. But I'm to blame.
I'm just a little bit thrown off. What the fuck does this have to do with the fact that you did not get the kids for the weekend? Nobody cares about the affair that you had. It's over with. The reason y'all had the affair and the shit blew up because of you. Okay? You blasted the shit. You blasted it because you wanted the views. You wanted to, let everybody know that you still had the ability to sleep with that man. Okay, you did that. It's over with now. And as a result of your actions, right, you no longer have the ability to have that man accommodate you. Okay? He's not accommodating you because you blasted him. It's very simple. So you have to follow the order. This affair has nothing to do with anything. Who cares? Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. BB, you said except you owe loyalty to your kids, can't even do that. I agree with that statement for sure. The only thing that any of them owe anything to is the children. That's it. KW, you said no, he didn't. You knew he was married. Yeah, everybody knew he was married, but somehow she didn't. As much as she watched reactors and all the shit that everybody's talking about on the internet, she believed him when he said they weren't actually married. Like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. The real hello says she is obsessed and can't parent properly. She can't. Even if she does have the kids full time, somehow, some way, everything she talks about is still going to have something to do with Gerard. It's still going to be a problem. Let's see. Steve, you said she should have told him that in the app because the court is going to see it. I wonder why she didn't. Told him what in the app? Banana Muffin, you said she is so happy that they had the affair so that she can hold it over his head for the next 18 years. Right. For sure. She's never going to stop talking about the affair. Deborah, you said this has nothing to do with the kids. Girl, pick your kids up when you're supposed to in a discussion. Right. Like, I just don't understand. I'm gonna scroll down some, but bottoms up, you said now because she knows she was wrong. She said the fifth. How many times? Let's bring up the affair and all his wrongdoing. Wait a minute. What did she get wrong? Because I missed it. And I don't even know where to rewind it back to. So what? It wasn't the fifth that she was supposed to get the kids? What is it? Steve, you said about the affair. Child, I'm lost at this point. Banana Muffin, you said I wouldn't trust her to have the kids 50-50. To be honest, she's irresponsible. Yeah, they're going to go back to missing days of school or getting to school late. You're like, Olivia, I wouldn't trust it either. But ultimately, it's not really up to Gerard and Nisha, and the damn sure ain't up to Liv, and it's only up to the judge. So, Melly Mel, you said she can't have her kids back ever. Banana Muffin, you said, can she stop mentioning generational wealth now? Can we officially dead that theory? Yeah, there's no generational wealth. That's clear. Gia Virgo, you said she always finds ways to be unaccountable and proactive about anything. I agree. The real hello, you said at this point she has done so much. Next step will be supervised visitation. Anyway, let's continue.
Okay. Okay, guys. Well, anyway, like I said, you didn't accomplish anything. I feel great today. I took all my vitamins. I'm happy. You or that bitch.
Right. Tracy, you said she drove an hour away and didn't pull up to his house. She ain't never scared, so why not? Yeah, she said her mom didn't raise a punk yet, and still, after she claimed it was obviously fine for her to get the kids Friday. She was already in the area. Why didn't you show up to his house with the police to try to get the kids? Where's the fight in you? Where is it? I don't get it. Let's go down. Bottoms up. You said MGTV Friday was the 5th. That's the day since August she said she would be there. Okay, so then why? So then she says, why didn't he think I would be there Thursday? Because that's the scheduled day. But she said the 5th, right? So exactly. So the bottom line is she was supposed to get them on the 4th, but she said the 5th. So she let him know in advance that she wanted to get them on Friday and not Thursday. But like I said, she should have been grateful for the fact that he was allowing her to be able to do that. Because essentially, if she didn't pick the kids up by Friday, you missed your visit. You missed it. She should have been grateful for that. Anyway, let's see what else this lady is saying. We are not going to get through this whole live. We are only at 2 hours and 15 minutes. This shit is crazy.
Didn't accomplish a damn thing. As far as upsetting me. I'm sad I didn't get to see my kids, of course. I'm heartbroken. But I'm going to stay strong because my kids need me. AJ needs me, Kailani needs me, Christian needs me, Robin needs me, Ryan needs me. They need me. Because you're not all there. You're gone. That's been obvious. That you're whew, off the deep end. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. He's the one married. He owes loyalty to the doormat. Exactly. And I'm not trying to say what I did was right. No, I should have never. For my own pride, my own love for myself, I should have never fucked with him. Fuck what they got going. I should have not. I betrayed myself in that moment. Because you're a horrible human being and you did me horrible. You did me the worst anybody's ever done me in my life. But I still let you back in. Out of the decency in my heart, thinking this is.
Why did you let him back in out of the decency of your heart? It was never out of the decency of your heart, bitch. You had a plan. It wasn't out of the decency of your heart. You fucked with Gerard again because you wanted to blast his ass, make his wife mad. Okay? That's what you wanted to do. Quiet as kept. It wasn't even about the kids like you try to make people believe. It wasn't about none of that. The bottom line is you wanted to get back at Nisha. You wanted to let the bitches on the internet know that if you want to deal with your baby daddy, you can. Okay? That's what it was all about. It wasn't out of the decency of your heart. You ain't do him no fucking favors by doing that. It was for you.
This is still the man that I spent almost 10 years with. This is still the man that I had 3 kids with. Maybe he just needs to be I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
What do you mean? So this is the man you had 3 kids with, so maybe he just needs some coochie from you to what? What does he need it for? To do what? What? What was the what? I'm confused.
AJ, that's enough with the noise. That's enough. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking of. I don't know. I wasn't thinking. I was not thinking. But regardless, that's over and done. And you have to deal with what you did. You have to deal with what you did. And doing all of this, you're not just doing this to me, babe. You're doing it to the children that you supposedly love so much.
And you're doing it too. He's doing it to the children and you're doing it as well. You're doing it. You just fucking did it. You left for months. She just like, I know she acts like that's not a big deal, but it is. It's a very big deal. You left your kids for months. You didn't call. You didn't even have one last visit to explain to them what you were doing, while you were leaving, and when to expect for you to come back. You did none of that. So he's doing it to the kids, and so the fuck are you. But the only thing is he shows up for his kids every day. Every single day. And you show up when you fucking feel like it. And then when you do show up, you don't do nothing but bash the other parents. You're not bonding with the kids. You're not creating memories or experiences, doing anything for them, but screaming at the fucking camera when you have them. Like, whatever. Anyway. Let's see. The Royal Hello, you said she can't do it. Pick them up on Thursday and then drop them off on Fridays and pick them up Fridays. It's too much and she can't get up. I'm sure she is hung over today. Ciao. Yeah, I don't see her being able to do it either, which is why she should be grateful that he even allowed her to pick them up Friday. Because for real, if you don't pick them up Thursday, then you shouldn't be getting them at all. Bottoms up, you said if it would have been for the kids, you would have gotten them more. Exactly. BB, you said the jealousy in her voice when she said the kid you say you love so much. I think she's jealous that he loves his kids more than he ever loved her. Well, is he not supposed to? They're his offspring. That's his legacy. She's not. SJ, you said the woman who just claimed to have an AB a couple weeks ago and had her children in a hot car, she isn't going to win this battle. Yeah, she's not. Let's see. Bottoms up. You said, B, you just told us he came to drop the kids off and you took him in the next room and F'd him. You're sick. Those kids are way too old for that ish. Right. What was it? In the bathroom? Or in her room? Whatever the case may be, all the things that they were doing in front of those kids are completely inappropriate. And it's putting them it put them in a very weird spot with their stepmother because they knew what the fuck was going on. Then they got like it's too much. Anyway, let's continue.
But anyway, he fed off your responses. You got to switch it up. Switch what up? What response, baby? What response? What response are you talking about, babe? You're still in love with that man? Wait, what? You're still in love with the man because you have 3 kids with him? It's obvious. Okay.
Who is Key? She had nothing come back for Key. MGTV, Key tore her drunk ass up last night. Who is Key? Yes, I love Key. She surely let her have it. Who is Key? Y'all let me know in the chat. Anyway.
Okay, babe. There's no way I'm gonna debate that with you. I'm not. I said what I said. You can think whatever the fuck you want to think. So now y'all see how bad she needs a lawyer. Yeah, I do need help. So if anybody could please donate.
Anyway, I don't think there's anything else going on with the rest of this live. Who is Key? You said Key used to be in the mommy sector. What's her channel name? Should we head on over there so we could see what she said about her? And y'all can tell me at what point she ate Liv up? Because is there anything else in this live worth reacting to? This is how far I got, so I don't know.
That would be awesome.
Okay, so if y'all want to go on over there and we can talk about that, let me know the channel name. Key +3.
Oh, I know, Miss Raspberry. He's definitely not worth it.
Let's see.
Definitely not worth it. He would love me to crash the fuck out. He would absolutely pop. They both.
Let me pause it. We're going to head on over there. Let me stop sharing my screen real quick. All right, Key +3. She did a skit on Liv. Okay, y'all going to have to help me find this video and exactly where to start it at, okay? So, Key +3. Where the fuck? I don't see her page. Key +3. Where is it at? Oh, Keeping Up with Kennedy. Okay. I'll type that in. Keeping Up with the Kennedys. Okay, so I'm on her channel now. Let me go ahead back and share my screen. All right. And where is it? Homeless in New York with 6 kids. Oh my God, this shit is 1 hour and 19 minutes. The vow is she was saying about her deceased brother at her mom was crazy. Liv has no boundaries. They was going back and forth on a live stream. So this is the live stream right here that was 12 hours ago. I'm assuming that it is. So you said that's not the one. Go to her lives. Okay. Let me go back. All right, live. So Keeping Up with the Kennedys is live. Is that the one? Oh, does that say members only? I'm in her lives. Which one is it, y'all? Oh, it's in Liv's stream near the end. So y'all want me to go back to Olivia's channel. Y'all got to be clear. Go back to Liv's channel. I'm going to go back to Liv. And then go back to the live we was just on. And then go to the end. All right, then we're going to see. Because I ain't got time.
And they could really put me in jail and lock me up. Agree with me with. Anyone ever told you look like Tim Curry? Yeah, my haters, the ones that look
At
like
what
how they
point?
look. Yeah, they say I look like a lot of things. Tim Curry. I look like everything under the.
So what's going on? Somebody just said no. Key went live on her page. Olivia deleted the live. Now I'm confused. This is the live from last night. Am I wrong? No, this is not it. It's the last. So what the fuck? Yeah, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I don't see it. Okay, so then we can't watch it. Liv deleted her live and keep hers on members only. So unfortunately, you said just go to KP. Key did 2 lives. One started as a parody of Liv's homelessness and pregnant, and then Key went on live again, dragging the F out of Liv, but she put it on members only. She's going to be sitting on a couch. Liv went live responding to Key during her skit. You need to be on Keys. Yeah, but it's members only now. Another reactor has it on her page. You said the reactor KP. Well, I don't want to react over another reactor. I don't want to. Is she gonna be talking like a lot? Because that's gonna be doing the most. I want to get to my point. Now, what's this other reactor's name? The homeless and pregnant parody Key did is funny as fuck. Okay, you guys. So, hey, Pretzel Popper. I'm trying to figure out what we finna do. Well, watch it later on your own. Very funny. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. But anyway, you guys, I really don't see no need to continue to react on the rest of Olivia's live. At least not today. I think we've been on here long enough. So I'm going to read a couple of y'all's comments and talk to y'all for a little bit, and then I'm going to hop off of this because it is what it is. Let's see. Willie B, you said I didn't see the live when Liv talked about Key. Maybe a reactor has it. Okay, well I'll try to find it and see what's out there. If y'all can just go ahead and drop the link on my community tab so I can watch it because I don't even know where to find it at. Everyday Life, you said sis Olivia was just reacting to Key and fake laughing. It was funny smoking a cigarette and getting drunk. Okay. Y'all said she looks like Tim Curry. Who the hell is Tim Curry, child? I'm lost. Anyway. It's not much going on in here. So, you guys, this is going to conclude my reaction on Olivia. Okay? I appreciate all of you for sitting through this live with me. I appreciate everyone who hit the like button. Thank you all so much. And also, I want to say thank you to all of my wonderful mods that are in the chat. Before we get off of here, I just want to say again, one of my moderators and a member of my channel, Everyday Life with Taboo, actually has a YouTube channel. Her YouTube channel is linked in the chat. So make sure you guys go ahead on over there and subscribe to her YouTube channel. Okay. But before we get off of here, I'm also going to ask you guys to please hit the like button if you have not done so already. Okay. Comment your thoughts down below. And also hit the subscribe button too. Until next time, I will see you all later. Okay. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Bye-bye.